This is a Muscle Cat Media production.
Welcome to the desk of Eric Balnar for a couple of weekend picks for you. Now, look, I've been missing on a couple player performance doubles lately, so I'm going to avoid them. But I'll tell you what, the Avalanches are working. I mean, they're criticized. I get it. There's a bit of risk behind, but they're safe, they're reliable, and they get it done. And right now, I'm undefeated on the season. So let's just recap how the Avalanches work again, and we'll use this week as an example because it was a successful Avalanche, but not that successful of an Avalanche. So I bet a unit on the Twins to beat the Mariners on Tuesday morning. Didn't happen. Found a matchup I liked, didn't win. All right, doubled down the next day, need to make that money back. So I bet 2 units on the Twins to beat the Mariners on Wednesday. Got to cover those losses. Didn't happen. That meant I had to bet 4 units on Thursday at odds that were just under $1.90, meaning I only profited about just well in the 40 cents on a unit pretty much. So had Joe Ryan not been pitching, we probably would have got better odds. But either way, it comes through. I had to set off 7 units just to make 0.4 something. So, yeah, it wasn't the best. Is it big? No. But we haven't lost an Avalanche. And if you stuck me with me all year, we would have made a tidy little profit together. So, I hereby present you with another opportunity this weekend to make a little bit of money. Now, the way I look at it is this. The Boston Red Sox are on a 5-game losing streak and playing the Toronto Blue Jays at home. Now, in your heart of hearts, can you close your eyes and can you really see the Boston Red Sox losing 8 games in a row, including a sweep at home to a divisional foe? No, I can't see it. And the moral of the story, they're going to win a game. Now, because of how the Jays are playing and because of how the Red Sox are playing, I think we're going to see lines kind of close to that $2 mark, and that's what we're getting. Right now, they're paying $1.95 to win in Game 1. So I'm going to bet Game 1 on the Boston Red Sox to win, and if they don't win, I'm going to double down the next game and then double down the one after that. I need to cover my losses here. I think they're going to win one of those first 2 games, though, so I think you're going to see almost even money on the return. Now, my other play is a simple one. I'm just going to take the Tampa Bay Rays on the nose tomorrow versus the Baltimore Orioles. Why? Look, they're paying $1.81, which isn't big, sexy money, and maybe Spoon has some better value there. But I think the Rays are really, really good, and I think the Orioles are really, really not good. And you just don't get $1.81 matchups when you have a good team playing a not good team. So let's take a look at another example here. Like you take a look at Spoon's inconsistent Diamondbacks playing the Miami Marlins this weekend. The Marlins have won 4 games in a row, and the Diamondbacks, who are just sort of stuck in the middle, are still paying $1.50 or so, or close to that. They're in the 150s just to win on the nose. Meanwhile, the Rays are really good, and Baltimore are not good, and they're paying $1.81. So yes, Baltimore has gone 18-12 over their last 30 games, and that's a big improvement, but they've kind of struggled lately. They've dropped 2 in a row and 4 of their last 5 and are looking like Baltimore to start the season, kind of riding that post-Brandon Hyde firing mark. Tampa Bay, meanwhile, are good, and they're consistently good. 7-3 in their last 10, 14-6 in their last 20, and 21-9 over their past 30. That's quite literally just going 7-3 in 10-game stretches now for a month. And they're sending Ryan Pepiot to the mound tomorrow, who's having a really strong season and already faced Baltimore this year, having allowed just 1 run while striking out 11 over 8 innings. So you have Pepiot, who has the number, decent odds at $1.81. For those reasons, I really like the value. You know what? I haven't seen the line yet for it, but I would also consider a player performance double and maybe taking the over on Pepiot, which should be around 5.5 strikeouts, into the Rays win if you like that too. Those are my tips. Boys, have a good weekend.
G'day, punters from the Baseball Expats community listening wherever you are around the world. Kind of feel a little bit like Murph in Interstellar here, just recording myself talking and hoping that one day it reaches Coop. or the listeners in this case, especially after last time we did this, and Rolsey's alluded to my paper scrunch that never made the episode. Let's hope that this time we get this one out there, and even better than that, let's hope that the picks I'm about to run through get up as well. I'm going to kick things off tomorrow with... Look, there's a bit of danger here because I don't know if Eric's going to have already touched on this matchup. He loves his Blue Jays. I really like Jose Barrios. I've liked him for a long time. I've talked about him sort of at length throughout the year. And I love the matchup he's got tomorrow against the Red Sox. Since the Red Sox have chosen to go in the direction that they have, and they've brought up, the Holy Roman Empire, and they're giving Maya some more opportunities and that sort of thing, their strikeout rate, which is already well below league average, has continued to drop. You can get Barrios tomorrow over 5.5 strikeouts at $2.20. And I think that's really good shopping for a guy who's consistently going in the 90+ pitch range. You know you're probably going to see 6 innings from him. He's got a lot of different put away off-speed pitches. His slurve and some of his the movement on his off-speed stuff is quite tricky. So to take 5.5 over at $2.20 against a team like the Red Sox, who are just striking out a crazy amount. I think Kikuchi had 10 or 11 against them yesterday. It's a really good spot, and I'm willing to play that way. We'll potentially look at a top-up on that front, but keep an eye out for my Twitter on that. Then looking over ahead to Sunday, I really like the matchup for the Nationals on the road. They've got Soroka on the mound. Things have gotten a little bit better for the Nationals recently. They've been more competitive after that horrible 2 or 3 week slump where they were, borderline dead as far as I was concerned, with an over 71 win line. But this is a winnable series, and looking at the prices for tomorrow's game, you're getting the Nationals at around $2.35. Given the starting pitching that you're going to see there on Sunday, I think there's a good chance you'll be able to get a similar price on Sunday with Soroka on the mound. Since he's come back from that stint on the IL, he's been quite solid. He's got really good strikeout stuff. He seems to avoid sort of the middle of the zone, and we talked about this briefly in the group chat. The Angels are third in all of baseball for home runs behind the Dodgers and the Yankees. The problem is they're not getting guys on when those big hits are sort of coming. So if Soroka can avoid the long ball, I think he can give the Nationals a really good opportunity of winning that game on Sunday. And again, we're looking at a $2.30 kind of price, I think, which means that the 2 plays we're taking on Saturday and Sunday, we just need to pick up one of those and we'll get a profit. If we pick up both, it'd be a very nice situation. And I think I'm looking at a real streak, not just a spoon streak at the moment, with three in a row. Picked up the Astros at home, picked up the Erod player performance double, and picked up the Jacob deGrom player performance double on the weekend too. So looking to stay hot. Eric's undefeated with his Avalanches as well. Things are going really good for the team across the board, and I hope we can continue that into the weekend. I will see you all on my socials. Jump in the DMs if you like on Twitter or Instagram, or jump in on the replies on any Twitter posts. Love to talk plays. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the baseball. Go D-backs. Go baseball expats.